Hey guys, I know this is a little different than usual. It's not a typical episode, but we're down here at Starseed Adventures, Cocoa Beach, Florida, and we're getting ready to do our Skywatch, our nightly Skywatch, and we're here with Ivan Teller, and he's gonna channel in some ETs before we head out to the beach and see if we can catch anything in the sky. So, without wasting any time, we're gonna bring Ivan in and get started. Bring up a little higher. Like as high as you can probably go.
You're right with you.
Yeah.
How about that?
Should be working.
You good?
All right, guys. Let's.
All right. Yeah, it's my phone. Or whatever. That
Let
should
me
be
see
all right.
it in the chat.
All right. You can ask if you want to ask me questions, or
Can you?
they can ask. You want to coordinate it? You ask the question, or
Okay.
you can
You want to
messages.
do it that way? Do you just want to see what comes through
Or you
first?
bring somebody in, and you can
Yeah.
choose if you want to ask
Can we
questions.
bring in
And then,
Pleiadians, maybe?
yeah, I was thinking that too. Okay.
Hi, guys.
All right. Greetings, everyone. Blessings. Okay. Here we go. Show up. Positive energies. Okay. Blessings. Greetings, brother Pleiadians. This is Nathaniel. We are the tall blonde Nordic beings. Yes, there are many of us here tonight, not seen for government reasons. Yes, you have a military installation not too far from here where they don't want to see us very often to be seen in your skies. So there are times when certain beings need to show their light in the physical, as you are in, but most of the time we have to keep a low profile. So this is also showing we are coming more into your environment as the shadows. Yes, we are in the shadows, but we're coming out of the shadows into your reality. Might show there. They've been thinking about it, but there's a possibility. They are trying to keep some of their gray energies away, or zetas. But there's a possible Arcturian connection tonight. Overall, in your grand scheme of things, of disclosure, basically, obviously, your military has a lot to do with us not being part of your society. They flip the switch and make sure we're not seen. So those of you sending healing to those areas of your world, the Pentagon, for example, they know well. Obviously, they call it the Pentagon for a reason. It is a military installation. It's not, they don't have the doors open where anybody can just walk in. So what are they hiding? But usually it's deep underground where they're having conversations about it. It's not something they talk about in the hallways usually. Not normally. Usually they just stay classified. So it's basically healing the military presence that's keeping us away from your Earth, at least visibly.
Are there any underground installations below our feet right here at the hotel?
Some, yes.
Do you know what they're being used for?
Some of them are connected to grays. Yes, as you were connecting earlier about the Bahamas. So there's a link there, yes. What it's used for, we can't really go into those details. Not here, at least.
Not here. Thank you.
Abby Lynn says that there was a ship that came over the hotel about 2 weeks ago to start clearing and protecting the area.
Correct.
Can you tell us which beings are on that ship, or which ship, what star system that ship is from?
It's Pleiadian.
Pleiadian ship.
Yes, they're the reason why Pleiadians, because you feel like you are their family. That's the reason why I come through. Now my connection is like an alien military being, but not of war though. The idea is to heal that energy, but it's a Pleiadian ship that is also working with the Arcturians, because I know this is for the highest good of humanity. As you know, more of these type of gatherings have come together, as more humanity will begin to know more about itself. So this is a slow unraveling of what the human truly is here, why you're truly here. It's not just to be human, it's much more than that. And a lot of it has to do with healing your galaxy. As some of you know, the galaxy has a lot of problems through some of your connections. Yes, go ahead, please.
And we are part of the family of the Pleiadians. What being families, what star families do we have among us here?
Oh, you have all of them? Do I need to
call out a few
all?
so we can recognize ourselves?
Oh, the Arcturian energies. Arcturian doesn't always want to make themselves known. They want to be discovered. Pleiadian, of course, Syrian. Weirin, a lot of Weirin here, actually. And some Andromedan. To name it a little bit.
And how can we know, how can we connect with that? So those of us who want to connect with our star family and their origins, and how do we become aware of that connection and which star family, and how can we connect with them?
Well, the first thing is just what is it that you feel star system, what is it that's like, does Egypt speak to you? Does Mexico speak to you? That's one way of finding it. Africa, because Africa has a lot of things connected to it, of course. But Egypt's very Syrian. Of course, it's also very Orion. So, of course, there's a mixture of energies, but basically, as you do your alien research, because many of you are a mix of everything to a degree, especially those that are cat lovers or canine lovers or rabbit lovers for that matter. Or some people are deer lovers.
What can you tell us about the Anunnaki presence?
Yes.
Was that totally malevolent, or is there a benevolent side to that story?
Of course, it was malevolent. Yeah, but a lot of the humans did not like the Anunnaki, so of course they're going to leave them in a dark. They're going to see them as a negative. But there is, yes, a lot of positive that came out of it. It just, humans didn't like what they were being told, being taught. They didn't like being left alone. They wanted the aliens to be here. Because Anunaki was one of the last groups to leave, to become invisible. So, it just, yes. How can I prove I'm an alien? Well, that's up to you to decide that.
Is there Anunnaki royalty among us right now?
Yes.
So,
yeah, it's reptilian presence here, I believe. They just showed up.
Reptilians just showed up.
Yes.
Right. Do the reptilians have any messages for us?
They don't want to be healed. They're still having trouble getting in touch with their feminine self, even the females. So they are used to worlds where it is swamp-like, even on their planets. And they're having trouble with your Earth. That's one of the reasons I feel this Earth has a lot of connections to their worlds. So I feel this is theirs. Of course, even if they weren't the first ones, they're going to continue to say that they're the first ones here. But basically, they feel like humans are learning a great deal from them. But yes, they have to clear out their emotions also. They have to get in touch with themselves. So, but they don't always try to interfere, but sometimes they just do it automatically. And yes, NASA's where some of them came from.
very dark-skinned shamanic beings that have shown up for some of us in the soul group.
Feels Egyptian energies connected to them. They're here to unlock chakras and to. They're not always showing their intentions fully, but I believe it is malevolent in the whole scheme of things. They're here to unlock the Earth's chakras itself, for humanity to know more about itself. So some of you are gatekeepers or gate openers, actually. So I believe they're there for a healing purpose at this time.
What percentage of the malevolent reptilian race is left on the planet?
5 to 20%, 5% mostly. There's still some residue around. There's still, even at a small percent, there's still a lot here.
And are they being cleared out, or what does that look like?
Well, not necessarily. There's still, I mean, because you have your secrecy here, that means they're still here. Your NASA's still keeping things secret. As long as secrecy still exists here, that means your reptilians are still here. So they don't care if it's wrong. They don't care anything. They're just going to continue to do it. But as humanity awakens more and more and takes this more seriously, their hold is getting unlocked, you say.
Are we going to see planetary liberation anytime within the next 10 years, 20 years? When are we going to finally see? Yeah, in our lifetimes, are we going to? What's going on?
You'll see forms of it throughout the years. We can't say it'll be world peace because some aren't ready for peace. As you can see, some need their drama. So some humans need their chaos. Even if it is within a family or a drugstore that they go to, whatever it might be, some are not ready to heal. And that's part of the reptilian energies that are here. So it will take some time. Let's say 100 years. That doesn't mean it's going to be world peace, but at least you're better off where you are now. It's always a better day than before, even if you don't always see it. It is improving. You just don't. It's hard to see it from your point of view.
What can you tell us about the purpose of the chemtrails?
As you know, nanotechnologies are also the places they want to scan, go in more deeper to certain places that they want to know. Yes, it does interfere with your sun. It depends on the chemtrail. A lot of them are different. They all have different jobs. So even growth on the earth, they want to even poison some of the soil. So it doesn't have to. I mean, yes, it affects humans, but it's a lot of the time is for data gathering. Actually, even if that seems like a strange way to do it, it's a faster way of doing it. When they're looking for certain particles, certain alien beings, also they can't always see who's here. So it's a long list. So, but there is nanotechnology connected to it.
Is there a way to transmute the soil
Yes.
to make it healthy again?
Yes, I
And
believe
how
many.
would we do that?
Well, many of you are doing. Those of you that are very connected to the earth can already do that energy already. So you just use your intentions. I mean, you can connect to, yes, the plane itself and heal it as it's doing chemtrails. But also the soil, just talk to the soil and send it healing. Even the soil isn't always ready to heal itself. Like humans, it's going through its own, even soil has its own problems as it goes through, just like humans. Same as trees, even the air. So you're all in it together, basically.
How many ET races actually use portal travel? Is that what you were?
Yes.
Actually
The ones
use.
that have to travel great distance.
They
They
would-
share portals.
Do they share portals or travel great distances, or does each race have a specific technology?
Oh, they all have around 45 different species that use it. But yes, they all have their own technology. They all use different. They all share technologies. Quite a few of them do that. Yes.
Can you give us any information on a portal that might be close nearby here?
Yeah, Bermuda Triangle. Yes.
Oh, Bermuda Triangle. Yeah.
Because the biggest one. I mean, there are smaller ones. I mean, basically, the ocean itself is a portal. So.
Are black holes portals?
Yes. Sometimes negative portals. all depends on how you operate it. You can get lost there, or you can go somewhere new. You also travel to another universe through a black hole. So,
Will this Earth be going through a black hole and coming out on the other side of the universe?
not anytime soon. We're not seeing that in the future, but it's technically its own black hole. So it's technically a world black hole in some regard. It's pulling in.
Do you believe in a higher power?
Of course, yes. We always know there is a God source, yes. But we are not it. I mean, we can connect to source, but we are not gods.
Does each universe have a different creator?
Of course,
Or
yes.
is there one main creator?
No, there's multiple creators. Yes, there's multiple gods and multiple universes. I mean, one universe can have several gods.
So could another universe have different shaped planets?
Yes.
It doesn't have to be spheres?
No, not at all.
What would some of those look like?
As you have probably heard, squares, rectangles, yes, all of the above, all your shapes and sizes. Yes, like some of like rivers, literally shaped like that. So it's a little bit hard for some to grasp that at this time.
Wow. Well, thank you so much for coming through. We
Yes.
won't keep you too long.
Yes,
I know you've been busy today.
yes, blessings.
Welcome back, Ivy.
Thank you.
All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. We're going to hop off here and head down to the beach and see if maybe one of them decides to show themselves tonight. So enjoy your evening, and we will see you next time.